Hello everyone. I am back trying to draw once again. Ugh, and I'm sorry if I have a bit of a cough still, because I'm doing that thing where, unfortunately, after being sick, my body's like, oh, we're done being sick? Well, I'm going to just give you a cough for like 4 weeks after. I hope you're okay with that. And I'm not, but oh well. So that might pop up from time to time. Anyways, I'm at least feeling well enough that I can tackle drawing stuff again. And I'm happy about that, because I really miss doing it and chatting with you all. Hello, thank you for coming to the stream. Today, we're going to be working a little bit on Eldritchrune ending stuff, because I'm still trying to do like a little bit of progress on that. Like once a week basically. I'm like, okay, once a week I'm going to try and like, make a little progress on it, just a little bit at a time. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing character stuff. I've got my big long chart of like progress on like all 20 parts, because it's literally going to be 20 parts long. I'm very slowly chipping away at it. It's going to be a posting nightmare once it's actually done. But I also want to finish, I think I did this beat wrong. Oh well. It's from the back. Heavy and shadow. Fine. Coloring. That's what I'm also working on for another comic. Which, I don't know, maybe I'll stream work on next week. Because I'm sure I'll still be doing stuff for it then. Depends on what I get done. I want to get done the backgrounds at least. Those always take a long time. Doesn't help that's a 14-page one, whereas the other color comics have done were like 4 pages, 7 pages. This is a very, very long one comparatively, with like extensive backgrounds too. So it's taking me a bit. I love this version of this song too. Been way too long since I've listened to my mix of stuff. Anyways, I hope that your day is going well so far. Mine is going okay. I had excuse me. I had self-imposed exile yesterday, because they're like, we're gonna have a power outage in your area, just so you know. So I'm like, well, dang, okay, I guess I'll go shopping all day. And that mostly amounted to me like catching Pokemon, because there was an event going on. No, but carrier pigeons are cute. Even though they are also now extinct. Alas, alack. Wait, are they extinct? No, passenger pigeons are extinct. That's the one that is. Not carrier pigeons. 2 different kinds of pigeons. Cute enemies. Unlike Birdly here, who is a less cute burb. Kind of a scraggly burb. I love drawing things that are flying. I did it way too much. And I'll keep doing it. You can't stop me. Like, literally, Skybox was pretty much like, I want to draw things that are flying all the time. Let's make a story around that. And I did. Hello. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's nice to have a drawing one up again. And of course I will still be taking my stretch breaks. I'm trying to make the stretch breaks a little shorter, because they are right now quite long, because I had just like a long series of stuff to do for them. But I know I've got to make it so that they're a bit more manageable. Berkeley! It is indeed the Berkeley. Berkeley's almost done. One stream's guaranteed to not have spoilers. Here's the monster kid. It's the whole gang. I still haven't really decided what I would do with Snowy. Because I don't have him here at the end. Yeah, I try not to have spoilers when I'm doing these. Sometimes it's inevitable, but try not to. A hive mind of snowflakes. The problem with doing an ice-themed beast is that we already have Noelle for the ice themes. So I'm like, is there a different way I can do that? No, I try not to do spoilers. To the best of my ability, anyway. So I realized I probably might have forgotten to hide the text, but there's not much text in this part anyway. This is just the first part of 20, which is many. Too many. The Suze is loose. The whole story is an enigma. You might be able to glean some things that are happening. Just not full context for it. But I've started, I used to just do all the tech stuff last. I've kind of started doing it like earlier. I think that might help a little bit just because then I'm like, okay, now I know for sure that the bubble is here in comparison to everything else. Nice, nice. This is just a short part of an intro to all the good stuff coming later. But I don't know if any other parts will be just 4 pages after this. All the next ones I've done have been 9 pages. And I imagine some might get even longer. I can only imagine how long this is going to be by the time it's done. Total opposite of Paper Trail. Didn't like no ending? Well, now you get too much ending. More ending than you can shake a stick at. Oh, Noelle's antlers. I forgot to put those on. I better open that up and find them because I need them. I need them. Where did I put her dang antlers? There they are. Ah. Coises. Or her antlers. You dropped your antlers, Queen. Indeed. She's like, it's fine, they'll grow back. MK just kind of rarely pokes their head out of the ground because they usually have their tail in their mouth. Oh, geez. Bots. Now I gotta go kill the bot. Now I gotta go get him. Get out of here, bot. Okay. But yeah, basically, MK can poke their head out of the ground as a treat. They're also just a little bit of a nervous monster, especially around all the bigger ones, so they're like, I won't make myself known unless I have to. Then they'll just get you from underground. treat like pancake? I do like pancakes. I haven't had them in a long time. Mostly because I do not have a pancake griddle. I mean, you can probably make them in like a pan or whatever, but I'm used to having them be made on a pancake griddle. Nice flat surface. I don't even make waffles because I don't have a waffle maker. Or a toaster for that matter. Not that I have room for them because I have a very small kitchen. So my options are limited. Pans are disgraceful to pancakery. Then I cannot make pancakes. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Nice to see you as well. Yeah, my parents have a pancake griddle. So when I go home, they're like, do you want pancakes? And I'm like, absolutely. Please. Give me those pancakes. I think sometimes they're called griddle cakes. I think those are kind of the same thing, but I'm just used to pancakes. Foiled again by pancakes. Checkmate, atheists. Griddle cakes are pancakes. And vice versa. All at the fountain. This is also a very weird angle for them. Why did I draw them from this angle? Now I want pancakes. Pancakes and bacon. Those sound really good. And I can't complain. I had like Lucky Charms this morning, so and I'm like, yeah, bad breakfast. No, I had sugar for breakfast. I can't complain. Oh no. I know, it's just a meme. Maybe it's one of those memes that should be retired kind of thing. Very thin and folded up. That kind of sounds like a crepe thing. Because, to my understanding, crepes are basically just like very thin folded pancakes. And you can put stuff in them, savory or sweet stuff in them. But a pancake, at least here, is they're very thick, and you can put things on top of them, usually butter and syrup. Maybe sometimes people put like berries or fruit on them. Chocolate, but they're much thicker than a crepe. I'm sure there's like some kind of biology you could ascribe to, you know, breakfast or foods you make out of batter in a pan. What's the difference between a waffle and a pancake and a crepe? And I don't know, what are all the other ones out there? Probably a lot. Probably some I'm not even aware of. Alright, we need special lines. I keep forgetting. Special lines. An owl that writes would go hoot. Hello. Thank you for coming to the stream. We are working on some character lines today for this next Eldritchrune part. It's an owl. Please don't attack me in the woods. I got attacked by a woods in the owl by an owl in the woods once. At least I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm sorry, owl in the woods. I did not mean to bother you. I was attacked by an owl. Again, it might not have been an owl, but I think it was an owl. because it was dark. It was like early morning, and I was going through the park while it was dark, and just minding my own business. And all of a sudden, it felt like something really hard hit me in the side of the head. And I was like, what was that? It felt like somebody hit me in the head with a rock. And I couldn't see or I didn't see or hear anything. It just suddenly hit me. And I didn't realize until I got back home that I was like bleeding from my head. So it hit me pretty hard. Pancake cake. Is there a word for that if you like stack several crepes on top of each other? Is that not just more crepes? No, it all sounds good. I just had breakfast, so I should not be hungry. Fiction is fun to write. This could also do nonfiction, but that requires so much research. Well, I guess all writing requires a lot of research, honestly, if you think about it. Okay, first panel. Now, another cool shot from the other side. Ah, hello. It is very fun to draw Chris with their wild hair. Ridiculous hair. They probably cut it at some point before the end here, so now it's not quite as long as it was before. No idea. Nope. Well, can you type with your talons instead of your wings? Or your beak? I don't know which would be easiest. Well, yeah, talons and beak are probably both pretty sharp, so. Try with the beak. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Classic. Family Guy stream. I'd have to put on some Family Guy for that. Kind of hard to do that mouth movement. Now don't worry, I'm not going to put on any Family Guy streams, mostly because I don't know where they are and I don't really want to go look. I don't like their mouth that way. Try again. I used to watch that all the time with my college friends. So we thought that was so funny back when that kick first coming out. Now that I'm older, I'm like, it wasn't that good. But when you were in college in the 2000s, that was a hoot. Get it? Because ow. But, yeah, nowadays I'm like, it wasn't that good. I feel like Simpsons holds up better than Family Guy at this point. Let's be hoot hoot hoot. You could just write like a Hootie from the Owl House. Which was apparently Alex Hirsch trying to do a Mickey Mouse voice, which is very funny. And how did you say parentheses with your voice? Practice. Alex Hirsch is awesome. And so is both Owl House and Gravity Falls. Both really good shows. Which I should rewatch at some point. Although what I need to actually do is watch the new season of Arcane. I don't know why I'm putting it off so much. Maybe because I know it's going to be hard to watch, and I'm like, it's going to be hard. I know it'll be cool, but it's going to be hard. Draw Chris with longer hair just because. You should watch Owl House. It's extremely good. It is sad that they cut it short before we get a full third season, but they did their best to wrap it up how they could. Very fun designs, good characters. Good stuff. I get a lot of pop culture stuff through osmosis, so it's all good. Oh, I should also check out X-Men 97. I've heard that's really good. It is surprisingly hard to draw Eldritchrune, say, from looking up, because just the way he's designed. Disney XD. Close enough. Makes sense. But also, Owl House doesn't have that much going on in terms of high school. Owl House is a lot more adventure, I'd say, than high school. Even if it is like, you know, magic high school. Also, you look all weird and Kirby-esque from this angle. I don't know what's going on. I think it was just time passing. I don't know if she really got her hair cut much when she was going through monster puberty. And also, like, she probably kept her hair long because, like, you know, trying to hide her eyes, hide her face. Doesn't like it. It's a problem for her. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He's more smoky than thick, I guess. You're free to make the he's hot jokes, because he is literally on fire. I want the Disney kitty face. What I used to call the mod face. It's because he's on fire. Literally fire shadow demon. So the jokes write themselves. Whose eyesight? I never see this thing, this music done enough. Jokes? It's just the one. Shockington looking up. Also very hard to draw. Sneaky. Oh, Tuesday's adopted mom? She has regular eyesight, I guess. I don't think I have her with glasses or anything. Oh, Jockington 0.5 zoom photo. I don't think it's a matter of her not being able to physically see her. It's more like she refuses to take responsibility for it. Because it is also painful for her because, as Susie pointed out, oh, I'm just reminding you of your mistakes. And she doesn't really have an answer to that. Which is why Susie gets so mad. She is basically trying... neither of her parents are very good people, and they are both trying to absolve themselves of responsibility for their problems. Oh, her foster mother. No, she's just old. She does have glasses. I don't know. I don't know if they would recognize each other is the problem, because Susie's real dad never found out, at least right now never found out that he had a daughter, and Susie never met him. So even if they did meet each other, I don't know if they'd be, oh, it's my dad. And they'd just be like, oh, that's another dragon-looking monster. So they would need more context. And I think it would be extremely awkward. That's not my dad, that's Barney. With a beard. And tired, dead eyes. Nice big buff guy, though. I don't know if he's that cool. I think he's just an ordinary guy. He's just a guy. Just a regular old guy. He's like a nice looking guy. Barney always has tired, dead eyes. Remember back in, like, I feel like middle school days, it was just like, to prove your adulthood, you would just hate on Barney and sing songs about how much you would hate on Barney. Like, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? I guess you would think being a butcher is cool. I mean, she wouldn't think he was, like, uncool or anything. He's just not, like... He's just an ordinary guy. Let's see, I might need to stop soon from my break. So let's do just Monster Kid poking up out of the corner here. And I'll do my little stretch break. Yeah, about to say, I think Susie at this point is cooler than he is. She's definitely done cooler things. She's a real hero. Whether she wants to be or not. MK mentioned. Okay, almost done with this page, but let's take a quick break to stretch, because I need to make sure I do my stretches quite a bit. I think she at least wants friends. That's true. She does like to be like, oh, Noelle, I'm rescuing you. Isn't this cool? She is excited about that. Once she feels like she's making friends and letting herself, you know, get to do cool stuff, she's like, oh, I actually like this guy. Which is why I'm really worried about the future. What is she going to do when she finds out that Darkners are objects? What is she going to do? Who's she going to get mad at? I worry that something is gonna create a wedge between Susie and Chris's friendship, as it's still tenuous a bit, even if Susie is quite eager to get into it. Yeah, she's got some good intuition, even if she refuses to notice when, like, you know, people are into her. Yeah, I'm not sure how she'll deal with finding out, oh, by the way, Chris is possessed and has been. Because there is that question of, yeah, was this friendship real? Or was it because of the possession? And that's probably weighing on Chris's mind, too. Because it's clear that I think they like Susie even before the possession stuff started. Certainly Noelle did, too. No. Why is a tiny salesman coming out of her wall? Oh no. Yeah, but she wouldn't know the difference between that. She doesn't know that we weren't controlling her at that point. We know. Chris probably knows, or Chris probably suspects, but she's gonna call into question everything that's happened because she's like, well, what was you and what was not you? How do I know what's really you? That's a scary, scary thought. That's super scary. Spam Tong. I don't know if I'll ever get to Spamton and Eldritchrune or not. Maybe. But right now, the 4 scenes I at least have written out to work on next, I'm working on the Jevil fight scene right now. Well, I will go back to work on it after I finish the other color comic I'm doing. I want to finish first. And I wrote a scene between Undyne and Alfie's, and there's another one where they go up against Rules. And what was the other one I wrote? I'm trying to remember. I know I've written another one. Wall-to-wall salesman. All wall-to-wall. Alright, be right back. I gotta do some stretches that are away from the computer. Ooh, Alfies. And now I am back. VR add-ons for Gary's mod. I'm sure that will create many a meme. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that my wrist stays in decent shape. It needs to. I feel like Gary's mod's been around forever. It's one of those 20th anniversary things or something. I don't know. Maybe time is just weird for me. I mean, I'm sure you can make, fan games in any engine you wanted to, technically, right? I don't think you'd have to be limited to Game Maker. People have made, visual novels and stuff. Do whatever you want. random infrastructure. I guess the only thing would be, like, you probably have to make new assets, but also, like, I don't know, yeah, there's other options. You don't have to do it through Game Maker. You can do what you want forever. I said so. Yeah, I think it started with, like, Half-Life 2 stuff. Wasn't that technically how the Stanley Parable started? It was all, like, a mod from Half-Life stuff? I feel like I remember this, like, back when it was just, like, 6 endings. Yeah, Half-Life 2 mod. And apparently there was stuff I missed in my Stanley Parable Deluxe playthrough. Not surprising, but dang. HL2 assets by default. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I remember watching, like, what the original when it first came out, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. It really makes you think. It makes you think, don't it? There's apparently all this epilogue stuff that I missed. That's crazy. I feel like I'm so bad at finding secrets in games. Like, some people can just naturally sniff that out. And I need somebody to, like, point me exactly in the direction of where it goes. I need a Noelle in my life to be like, no, you have to try this. For the super secret. And she's good at finding secrets in games. Half-Life 1 mod. And I know that, wasn't Team Fortress originally a Quake mod? If I recall correctly. I remember seeing when Quake was new too, and I was like, whoa, it's such a cool box. I probably would have hated playing it, but it always looked cool in the store. Yeah, that makes sense. I still got to figure out what I want to do for... Because I know I need to replay chapters 1 and 2 before 3 and 4 come out. And I'm debating if I want to do like a full, all the, very long, all the secrets, all the dialogue I can kind of play through. And I'm wondering if I should do that on stream or off stream. I'll record it either way, but I'm not sure which one I should do, if I should do it on stream or not. Probably need to set aside like some time for it. If it was a Quake mod. Huh, interesting. The evolution of games. Hello, thank you for coming. Yeah, it might be fun to stream it. I'm probably not going to stream my first playthrough of chapters 3 and 4. I will record my reactions, but I want to be able to listen to the music as it's happening. And all that good stuff, and not get distracted by like people in chat or anything like that. Well, you're going through Amori very fast. It took me a long time to get through Amori, but I was also doing the I was trying to do all the side quests and stuff for Amori. Yeah, I want to just not worry about entertaining an audience, just focus on the game itself, and then I'll probably do another stream later where I actually, play through it for an audience. But when I first play through it, I want to just have the experience. Because I kind of didn't quite stream it. We were all kind of talking at once in the Discord server, and it was a little bit chaotic. I don't think I enjoyed it quite as much as I should have. So I want to make sure that I do that this time. Yeah. It was pretty nuts, but it's like, oh, by the way, here's chapter 2, bye! I don't think that's going to happen this time. Because it's something that's going to be sold, I imagine that, and on like consoles and all that kind of stuff in different languages, I imagine we're gonna get like trailers and proper release dates, all that goodness. Yeah, how long is your Amori file? Mine was a good, that was definitely a 30-hour game for me. That was a long one. I was not expecting it to be that long. I'm like, oh, this will be a short little RPG thing. No. It's a full-on game. No, I don't want a shadow drop. I need to be able to take time off of work for me to play it. So in order for that, I need to be like, okay, I gotta tell HR I'm taking some vacation days. So I don't want it shadow dropped all of a sudden. I want advance warning so I can schedule my time. Almost 29 hours? Okay, maybe you are close to the end. Yeah, that's like a 30-hour game. I'm assuming you're going for the good ending. Like I was. Okay. That's the first page done. Oh, text. Be gone. Be gone, text. Okay. Yeah, it basically, I think if you, yeah, okay, here's her antlers. Basically, if you went outside after the second time the door opened and started doing, like, outside stuff in the real world, and also if you pick the right thing in the final boss battle, you should get the good ending. Banish to the invisible layers, text. Indeed. Okay. Do some more texts. Yeah, there's like a bunch, like if you do all the side quests and stuff, you'll get more for the good ending. But at least for the good ending, you do have to, you have to go outside and talk to people and do stuff in the real world. And, yeah, you also have to pick the correct thing in the final boss battle. Wise 10. I'm not sure what I'll do after Outer Wilds, but I get the feeling Outer Wilds might keep me occupied for a bit because I'm not good at space. I'm bad at space. The pizza delivery. Pizza delivery was a little tough. I'm not sure what was the toughest game. Spotting those stupid flies around the grocery store was a pain. And they'd attack you. And I had to try the kind of side quest recycling cult multiple times because I kept dying there. Get all this stuff done. Yeah, games chat's fine. Yeah, no, wrong one. That would be fine. Rouse is excited. Big sharp tooth teeth. Yeah, games chat's fine. Oof. Okay. So whenever there's a group scene with the monsters, with the Eldritch Beasts, that's what takes a long time. Because they're always so complicated. Grabbing their tail on this one. Cool. I'll have to look at it later. MK shockingly close to Susie here, but oh well. That's just where they ended up. They have arrived at the fountain. I keep being so paranoid about my wrist, even though it's been good lately, so I'm like, come on. You will be fine. Just been able to do my work okay and all that. Just trying to make sure that I'm also all exercised and stretched and stuff. It has been okay so far. And I'm hoping it stays that way. I definitely have to make sure that I keep up my stretches and exercises. Try and keep up good posture. All that stuff. Definitely want to be able to keep doing stuff. Once it gets injured, it takes forever for it to get better, and it's gone through like, okay, this is a good day, bad day, good day, bad day, and it'll go back and forth. At least that's how it's been lately. But the bad days are getting slowly less and less. I hope so too. It is very unhappy and expensive when it goes bad. Yeah, that's why I gotta make sure it stays in good shape. Make sure it stays okay. Oh, tangent. Watch out. Tangent. Can't have tangents up in here. Nonsense. At least I'm hoping that another tangent. Don't do it. I'm hoping that I will be fully back to normal basically by next year. That is my hope and my wish. I can do these streams more often. Well, I'm wondering if maybe I should keep it to more of these like shorter morning ones than the longer afternoon ones, because maybe the longer ones are a bit riskier. Whereas the shorter morning ones, they're like, 2 to 3 hours as opposed to 4 hours or more. Not going to be quite as much of a problem. Hello, thank you for coming. We're just talking about that. Basically they're doing a little better. I don't think it's 100% yet, but I basically have good days and bad days, and the amount of bad days is slowly shrinking. least I can get my usual work done. Just about. I had some struggles for this past episode I was working on. Number of factors. I had to get a little bit of help from floaters in order to finish it, but it's almost done. Which is yay! I'm glad I could do my job again. Again, expensive to not be able to do it. I know, I wish it was that easy too. I know. Ain't that the truth? I'm like, stupid physical body, I have stuff I have to do. You know, I have to take care of you? Oh no. It's the same is true of machines, though. That is better than the alternative. It is. But sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had like a robot arm, robot wrist or something, then I wouldn't have these problems. And then I'm like, well, then I'd probably have new problems. It's not like robots don't break down. And look what happens when that happens. It's an even bigger pain in the butt. Yeah, Steven Universe gems are a good deal. You're just a hologram. If things get too bad, you can just retreat to your gem and regenerate. That's useful. Ugh, yeah, seriously. Something would get paywalled if we had machine bodies. Things already get paywalled for machine parts of bodies. What am I talking about? That already happens. Dystopia! Which is stupid. I already don't want, like, smart objects in my house. I had to buy a smart TV, and I was like, ugh, fine. If I have to. I don't want no more of that, no. Alexa nonsense. No, thank you. Where to buy dumb as shit TV? I know, seriously. I don't even know if they seem more fun in the 90s and 2000s. Usually the movies in those times are about how they were still gonna kill you. You know, I was pretty sure that was a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode or something at some point. Yeah, I know, they do those things by default. Oh, that's useful. Especially for older consoles and stuff like that. I think I still have like a PS3 or PS2 lying around, but they're not plugged in or anything. Oh, is there a movie where the smart house is like, actually corporations are dumb, I'm your mom now. Still not good, but at least a different kind of evil. The Disney Channel movie. Don't make your house smart. I really have not seen much in the way of Disney Channel original movies, I will admit. I know they were coming out at the right time for me to see them, but I always just like, yeah, nah. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. All of those always gotta make like a 2001 reference. That's one of the earliest. Well, actually, it's probably not one of the earliest, but it's one of the most well-known. The computer has taken over and is getting you. Which is funny, because basically the whole thing about Hal is not that Hal is evil. is that Hal is literally just like being a computer and is looking at the mission, and it's like, this isn't gonna work the way these people are running it. These people are gonna compromise the mission. Well, I'm just gonna kill the people then, because they're causing problems for the program. That's the logical thing to do. That's kind of weird. As a reasoning behind why the house acts like a mom, that's kind of odd. Sounds like a Disney Channel movie thing, but that's odd. Ah, yes, I remember Ghost in the Machine. Mostly because I remember because like one of the earliest death scenes in that was like the building's elevator doesn't like this guy that's gonna, kill the AI, so he kills him by dropping him down an elevator. I'm trying. What are the ways that office even have to kill people? I think it was mostly just the elevator. Oh, you gotta have the kid and the dad talk it out. That makes sense. I've heard of Macross Plus, but I haven't seen it. It is sweet and touching. Well, now it's all sad when it happens in 2001. One of my teachers at school, or not like high school, but like the animation course I went to, was one of the guys who designed the effect at the end of 2001 where he's going through the wormhole and there's all the like the weird screen effects happening. That was a brand new technique. So everybody got tripped out seeing it. I don't want AI on my wrist. I just want my wrist to behave like a normal good wrist. We're gonna generate like, movements for me? That sounds like a terrible idea. Reminded of that that thing I saw where like some person was complaining that their boss was like, we have to have AI in our products. And, everybody's using AI now. And they were like, but we make car parts. And not like, smart car parts. Like the pistons and, the engine. The part that's mechanical. And they're like, well, can we make that AI? And they're like, no, this is like, can I make my socks AI? No, you can't. This is the mechanical part. You can't add software to it. And they're like, but it'd be better if it has AI. It's like, do you not understand how this works? There is no computer involved here. This is a mechanical part. Oh, I just realized I'm the wrong layer here. I hope it's gonna pop. Good grief. Giant waste of everybody's money and time. Art AI generated? Again, how are they going to inject it into my wrist? There is no software in my wrist. Will my wrist just suck up like tons of water in order to work properly? Is that what will happen? These guys are like, what if we made Rain World but real? Yeah, the one thing that I do like AI, or rather like the generative large language model stuff for, is I downloaded this app that lets you like identify sea animals and gives you like points for it and stuff. And basically the point of it is to help you help them train AI to better identify sea animals when they're scouring the ocean floor, because you have to have a human check that, because most people don't, because the computer can't do that on its own. So I'm down with large language models that are like, okay, this is being used for science, this is helping us with a repetitive task that, is hard for humans, is necessary for us, but is hard for humans to do, but is, useful for a computer to do quickly. Like, that's useful. But a lot of the stuff nowadays not useful. Especially since I think their 60 Minutes is finally doing a thing on, like, yeah, a lot of the large language model learning stuff. That's just that's mechanical Turks all the way down. It's just going through people in, like, the global south that have to sift through all the absolute worst crud that people put out so that the language model isn't, like, you know, putting out absolute racist, you know, fascist Nazi nonsense all the time, and it's already probably a losing battle there. And these people are paid, like, total crap for having to sift through, like, really upsetting material. It's all mechanical Turks. All the way down. It is the marketing buzzword, yeah. Because, like, that can encompass a lot of different things when what they actually mean is, like, large language model, whatever it is, the LLMs. Which are basically, like, stuff like ungodly amounts of data into this and you might get something else out. Well, it's after 5 p.m. It's like, oh, here's all the ways that you can not waste water. It's like, okay, cool. Can you show us how you're doing that then? Let's see. Chris is being contemplative. Don't take a long shower. That'll waste water. Cool. I'm gonna do something about golf? I don't know. But I find, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, certainly, like, if you can do stuff, you should. It's not like the things you do to help fix that do nothing. They, especially if we all do it, they all help. You should all not buy so much plastic stuff. Reuse things. Do actually recycle. Do the things you can do. Oh, sorry for Adland. Actually, I'm going to go ahead during Adland and start my stretching now. So let me do that. Stretchy, 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 real quick. Back in my stretchy, please. Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. Especially this one I gotta do around my neck. Ah. One of my stretches involves sitting down a bit and trying to pull on certain neck muscles to get them to go. Well, sometimes I've done them a little bit too hard and then not felt good afterwards. Add land over. I'm doing my stretchies. I probably need to get some of my orange juice too. You're free! Just like Chris almost is. Maybe. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh well, I guess it happens. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Thank you much. They are being contemplative. Because they are finally at the fountain. Do I still celebrate USA Thanksgiving? Not really. I might do something with friends this year, but that's not usually the norm. Because it's a bit too much to fly home and see my family when I'm going to be doing that Christmas anyway in like a month. I did celebrate Canada Thanksgiving this year, though. I got dinner with some friends, and that was nice. But typically, no, I don't really do anything. Because I gotta work and all that. You don't get the time off. Which sucks a bit. But yeah, maybe this year, if I'm able to, I will do something with friends. That would be nice. If for no other reason than to just, hang out with friends, because that's good to do. Let's do strong stretches. Yeah, my Germany trip was really nice. It's very pretty there. Yep, profiles are good to be able to do. Power of friendship, exactly, all that business. The power of friendship shines within you. Alright, be right back for more stretches. And my orange juice. Alrighty, I am returning. With my orange juice. I know, it is crazy how, close everything in Europe is together. Whereas in the US, it's like, oh, it's not that far away. Just, 6 hours. We can do that in a day, it's fine. Everything is very far apart. Should be going to the Christmas market soon with friends too, and that's got a lot of German stuff going on. Because everybody likes a good Christmas market. Chris still contemplative. This is them finally getting to go home. Oh, darn it. Did that weird thing again. Let's pull this up again. Okay. Nice if we could finish all the lines for this today. Ooh. Sometimes it's fun to just design stuff for the sake of it. I wish America had better trains. I like going by train. It's comfy. You can go fast for long periods of time. You don't have to worry about the actual driving part. You can just kick back and with your Switch or book or whatever. I like going on trains. And it is a mess that America doesn't have good rail networks. Total mess. No, I gotta have cars. Which cars are useful and all, but good grief, it can be exhausting to take a really long road trip. Yeah, I just like being able to sit and not have to worry about being the one in control of the vehicle. More options are definitely nice, for sure. Well, I'm sorry they're poorly maintained. That sucks. I guess that is the deal, is that, like everything else, you have to upkeep the maintenance. And if you have a public system, that means the public has to keep it updated. People are like, I have to keep it updated. It's like, that's what it's for. It's for the public. It's for you. It's for you to use. Oof. Yeah, that's quite a ways just to get to the subway. Good grief. Ideally, you could just get there without a car. I am super, super glad that I can get to the SkyTrain. I'm very close to a SkyTrain stop. Like, it's half a block from me, just down the street. So if I want to take a SkyTrain, I'm just like, bloop. Just pop down half a block and I'm there. But that's partially luck. I'm like, there's not that many SkyTrain stations. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I'm kind of glad that they're expanding the SkyTrain line over Broadway instead of having people take the 99, because that's a big mess. But in the meanwhile, good grief. Trying to get around on Broadway is an adventure. It's like, you wanted to get to this business? Well, please try and navigate around massive construction. There's like a, giant drill going on below your feet. While we construct a train line down there. No, I don't think either would be canceled. As far as I know. I'm quite certain that Toby is doing his best to finish the whole game, because he really, really wants to. Whoops. Not good when the train is simply canceled. It's like, I needed that. I needed that. Let's put this on special lines. Yeah, that's your only option for like getting home. It's like, oh great, what do you do? I started drawing this before I did the Chris's birthday one, and then in that one I had them lose one of their fingers, so I had to go back to this point and be like, okay, wait, they don't have that finger anymore. I have to get rid of it now. Retroactively did that. I hope it's nothing else that I retroactively, it's like, oops, it should be this way, and now it's not. That's a good thing. If you're still enjoying writing it, that's what matters. Yeah, that's not cool. Even if you do have alternate options, it's like, well, if I'm going to be late, then not much of an alternate option. They're holding the crystal. Sham told them you need to get all the shadow crystals and I'll do something with them. So now they have a big old crystal. It's been put together from a bunch of smaller shards. That's a big crystal, yes. This was one of the things they needed in order to get past the fountain. Do not give it to Susie. They need that. And then they'll be super stuck. Like, where's the big crystal we need in order to get back home? Sorry, I ate it. Well, Susie, I guess now we're not getting back home, are we? No, it would not. It would not help that. Like, she could eat it, but it wouldn't really help with things. It would just kind of make things worse. Because now they can't get back home because they needed that big crystal for it. Susie, I bought you a crystal, but I eated it. Old school meme. Chris, like you were not forgiven. I gotta go fight even more secret bosses. That's the joke ending to Eldritchrune. They never get home because Susie ate the crystal. Wah, wah, wah. The end. Chris just like, well, I guess I live here now. How many secret bosses are there? Told you could plenty eat in the light world, but it looked like a rock candy. You don't even know what rock candy is. Rock candy, baby, you're mine. Like now because you ate the rock candy first, you won't get your whole human army. This is why you don't do dessert before dinner. Didn't even taste that good, yeah. Didn't even taste like candy. Yeah, some people like licorice, not me though. Not I. Raise your hand if you like licorice. By that, I mean say in chat. Nobody likes licorice. I do like red vines. I know they're pretty much like plastic. Well, not red vines. I do like red vines, okay, but I like Twizzlers more. So sue me, I like Twizzlers. And once in the work chat, people were just making fun of Twizzlers. Absolutely roasting anybody who liked Twizzlers. And I'm like, excuse me, my dude. I like Twizzlers. Scare my face. I like Twizzlers, like Swedish fish. Swedish fish, it's hard to say. Difficult to pronounce. I was so upset how mean people were being about Twizzlers in the work chat. Yeah, I like Swedish fish. My favorite candy bar is usually Twix because I like caramel. Caramel cookie, good combo. Ah, pink lemonade Twizzlers. Yeah, I like the weird flavors. Where it's like strawberry lemonade or whatever. Those are good, dang it. Or the filled ones. Even though those definitely have like a rubber consistency, I don't care because I like the taste. You left or right Twix? I'm trying to remember the last time I had a Twix that had two bars in it. Because usually they only have like the Halloween ones available, which are like the one Twix. You don't get more than one Twix. Ooh, watermelon. I also like Skittles. Yeah, watermelons are good. I prefer the strawberry ones to the cherry ones, unless they're like the cherry bites. They're okay. The cherry bites are good, but the actual like long Twizzlers, strawberry's better. I mostly associate red vines with like movie theater food. That was something my mom would always get us to eat during movies. She's like, here's some popcorn and some Twizzlers. The red vines. Oh, I have no clue. Yeah, I remember those ads where it's like, do you want the left Twix or the right Twix? But I'm like, I don't know. Never thought about it that hard. Which one do you know is left or right? Depending on which way you open it. Cherry is not my big fave. I like some things cherry, but not a lot of things. My brother had to work at a cherry picking plant or whatever once around harvest time, and apparently cherries are really, really difficult and stressful to harvest because they have a very short harvest window in comparison to like other foods. I don't want to say it's a farm. I want to say, because it was like not the actual farming part. It was more like the processing the cherries, like in a factory kind of thing. It wasn't as much picking the cherries, but it was still like the idea of you have to do this quickly. And it's apparently very stressful and difficult. And yeah, I'm not a real fan of real or artificial cherries. Not my biggest fave. Chris looks so anime here. Look at this anime envy. What is anime? Show me the anime. It's like a cartoon with swords. Chris, you look so anime. Birdly, I don't know what that means. Is anime real? Please tell me anime is real. Okay. I think we need her antlers one more time here. Do that. Always hard to put these dang things on. Berkeley, nobody ever knows what you're talking about. Everything's anime. All anime's real, and it's going to kill you. Oh, I use them all the time, because it's basically easier to do that most of the time than trying to draw them from scratch. Because they're all too complicated for me. The warp tool does come in clutch. Or distort tool, whatever it is. Are we at the top here? Yeah. Rouse is excited too. That's nice, Birdly. I don't know what you're talking about, but you seem to be having fun. I am having fun. I'm smarter than all of you. I know what anime is. Big toothy tooths on Rouse. Merlin from Sword in the Stone should talk. Does Merlin from Sword in the Stone know what anime is? Therefore it is real. True. And I guess the question is, yes, it's true that it's a cartoon, but is it true that people actually do walk around with giant swords, having big robot battles? Anime's real, right? Hardest question in the game. Like, oh no, do I lie to Undyne? Or do I tell the truth about anime being real? Yeah, but by carrying big swords, we're talking like Cloud Strife swords. I'm not sure that happened even in medieval times. Kids like to make up dramatic stories too. It's true. Because they're like, holy cow, I can just say things. I've probably waffled on that. I'm pretty sure the first time I told her anime was real. Because I wanted anime to be real. And if we believe with all our hearts, we can make anime real. And again, what if we made anime real and it was like Mega Tokyo? Ooh. Anime was a mistake. It's all fiery. True test of Undyne strength. Indeed. You can't handle the truth. It's like, yes, I can. I'm strong enough.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this quick
AI commercial. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. Co-pilot, whatever the heck you are. Ugh. It's not quite time for my stretch yet either. My condolences indeed. We were just talking about how we don't want you. Gotta tell it out loud. This is bad. I hate this. So maybe the smart objects will be like, oh, sounds like they hate this. What is an AI dating app? Are you dating the AI? Is that like one of those virtual girlfriends things? I don't understand. Is it writing your profile for you? Huh? Man. There's something very deeply sad about that. I don't know. It's just so sad. It's just fun to draw Chris with very floofy hair. The hair floofs. They go. They go and they go. Exactly. Because they're worth it too. Pantene Pro V. Somehow we find that in the dark world. How? It's a mystery. Or else I finally handed them some shampoo. I know, their hair should be like a messy scraggle bunch. But just can't resist the anime. Beautiful hair no matter what's going on. Even in the darkest hour, there will be nice hair. That's what we like to draw. Or something. Like Olive Garden. Except it would be Evil Garden. We're not looking for realism. I'm sorry, but this demon realm of nightmares and horrors just isn't realistic. That would not happen in an actual demon world of nightmares and horrors. Maybe you can come back when you've had your own experience with a world of demon nightmares and horrors. Yeah, but P.F. Chang's haven't been there in forever either. How does the food work there? Well enough for Chris to live anyway. Rouse makes them some food sometimes too. Chris gets by. Tangent! Chris gets by on what they can. They did get a birthday cake recently. Some items are food, some items are not food. True. It just kind of depends. Some things are safe to eat and some things are not. I get shipments every Wednesday. Susie's hunger in this case is because she is massively, has been talked about, she is way bigger on the inside than she is on the outside. So there's just so much space that she can never quite fill it. But her hope is, well, if I eat enough stuff at once, I'll be full, because I'll be able to fill up all that space. And Chris is like, well, you can come have an army of humans and that should do it. But in canon, that, I don't know. I hope we get some answers on that too. Could be several possibilities. Oh no, Asriel back to college. Yeah. Why she has the hunger problem in canon, that is up to debate. Well, probably at least part of it is she's not getting fed at home. For some reason. I just realized I put this on the wrong layer again. I'm a dummy. Let's move this. Down one, please. Alright, now I gotta take another stretch break here. So let's do that. Well, Susie seems to have a particular hunger problem compared to everybody else. Like, Chris is growing too, but they do not have the same problem that she does. Alright, we're doing our stretches again. Or Asriel. I still think there might be something going on with Susie regarding carnivore herbivore stuff, because Noelle did bring it up in chapter 1. And there was some hints of that were dropped in chapter 2 with some unused items. Let's do stretches. Yeah, stop denying Susie her pie. She fell asleep without finishing the pie. She's gonna be hungry again going into chapter 3 Dark World. And we know the Dark World food doesn't work for her. So how's she supposed to deal with that? Give her food! Give her the noms! Or will there be? like how Susie's punching them like, Chris, you knew how to make a pie this whole time and you didn't tell me? You could have been making me so many pies instead of Rouse making me cakes that don't quite work. Okay. Ugh. Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. Yeah, I do hope we get some Susie backstory explanation as to what's going on with her in these next 2 chapters. Please. Don't hide too much info. And about everybody's past and stuff like that. Yeah, just a whole bunch of pastas and meats and stuff. She'll be happy with that. Or, you know, let her go to Free Ham Sandwich Day. Unban her. Unban the Suze from Free Ham Sandwich Day. Do it. And I know I'm drawing that crystal different every time, but it's hard to remember where all the little breaks in the line go. Alright. I must do so many stretch. So many. To keep in good shape. As best as I can. Yeah, just have one stand that's just like, this is Susie. Come get all your sandwiches here. Why specifically ham sandwich? Not just free sandwiches, it's specifically Free Ham Sandwich Day. Alright, be right back again for more stretching. Okie dokie. Telephone. Get out of here, telephone. Get out of here. Yes, I think it's also safe to assume that the dreamers are omnivores. Also, are we sure they're goats? I think the issue is that most monsters are omnivores, except for some exceptions that are herbivorous or carnivorous. And even then, I think like they can still eat stuff that's not those things, just not like super good for them. My assumption is that when they say like a monster is herbivorous or carnivorous, it's like, okay, they need, you know, plants or meat most of the time in order to avoid getting sick, but they, you know, they're gonna eat also carbs and stuff like that, and normally in nature you can't do that, but they are monsters, so they can get away with that a little bit more. But I feel like that's gonna come up sometime later, since Susie specifically asked, is Susie carnivorous? You're a boss monsters, whatever that means. I've had some people describe that they look like certain kinds of dragons that kind of have more goat features than reptile features, which is why they have like the paws instead of the you know, hooves. Why they have the fangs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and dragons tend to be associated with fire. No, I do not think Chris is vegan. Again, I think most monsters are omnivorous. There are just some exceptions where they are carnivorous or herbivorous. And even then, it seems to be like weird particular things, like Caddy's family can't have citrus fruits, but they'll try and eat them anyway. I got all sick from it. Which, you know, we do the same thing with, you know, ice cream and dairy when people are lactose intolerant, so we have no room to talk about it. Yeah, I think there was some unused items in chapter 2 where, like, yep, you eat ice cream and then you're like, I'm having fun, but I'm gonna complain about it. There were some unused items in chapter 2 where basically, like, if you give Noelle dark burger, she's like, wait, is this real meat? And Susie's like, heck yeah. But if you give Noelle a salad option that they had, she's like, oh, yummy greens. And Susie was like, ugh, too many vegetables kind of thing. Implying that Noelle is herbivorous and Susie is carnivorous. But we'll never know for sure because those items, or the salad at least, was removed. So did it happen? Who knows? Not us sillies. This reminds me, I do want to get back to the Jubble fight eventually, but I want to finish the other comic I was working on first. I really hope I can finish it the next few weeks, but it's going to take a lot of work. Because color stuff takes a long time to do. I usually do stuff in black and white. Coloring is time extensive. No, I did not say anything about a jungle fight. Don't know what you're talking about. The T is a shout out to Wayside School? Oh, Jevil fight. Yeah, Jevil fight, not jungle fight. As in, that would be the next Eldritchrune scene comic I'm working on, but I've kind of put that on hold while I'm trying to get done the other comic I'm doing. Put Jevil in the jungle. Then there will be jungle chaos, I guess, which kind of sounds like something Donkey Kong would be involved in. Still more beautiful locks. Okay, Donkey Kong. Okay, thanks a bunch for coming to the stream. Appreciate you being here. I'll probably keep going until around noonish my time. If I can finish all of the pages here, that would be great. And I can mark that off my giant list of to-dos. Well, the task manager, at least in canon, seems to imply that task manager knows of Jevil at least, and does not like him. She likes order, not chaos. To the point where I think if like Susie has like the devil's knife, she'll be like, "Ew, put that away. That sucks. Ew." Silly devil's knife. You can see where I erased one of their fingers because I was like, "Whoops, I'm missing a finger now." Anyone like him? I don't know. And we know Sham does. Yeah, everyone seems to have some familiarity with each other. Jevil knew about Queen too, because he said soon Queen returned, and then she did. Everybody's like, "Oh, it means a card queen." Turns out it meant a computer. Who could have guessed? That's kind of why I'm like, I don't know if I can predict the next secret boss. People are like, "Oh, it's gonna be this, this, or this," and I'm like, I have a feeling it's gonna be different from anything people will guess. Yeah, all the Darkners seem to kind of have some, at least, idea of each other. At least the major ones do. Which is an interesting prospect. Here's all our monster friends. Secret boss is Alfie's, my pet. She just lays there. Mistakes Lancer for Blueberry. No! And she tries to get him. Lancer, watch out! Lunch is good. I will have lunch once I am done with the draws. I don't know if she would mistake Noelle for a banana bite. Lancer at least kind of looks like a blueberry. Well, got antlers and stuff. She's got other stuff going on. Also, as you have probably seen from videos, Alfie's is not really good at eating stuff. She's like, "Oh, there's something." I'm like, "Honey, your food is right there." I'm like, "I'll get it." I don't think she knows what a whole banana looks like. But also, like, the ones in the wild are from Australia. Bananas don't grow in Australia. So, even in the wild, they would not be able to recognize a banana. Because bananas don't grow there. She would probably more likely be eating some sweet cactus. And you can give them a shredded cactus to chew on, but I never see it for sale, so she doesn't get cactus. And she doesn't get banana very often because it's high in potassium. She normally gets collards and dandelion leaves, which are all good for her. I'm sure what she would really want most of all is a worm. Favorite foods are worms, big, juicy worms. But crickets are better for her. Let's see. Juice. I thought about potentially seeing the wild robot yesterday while I was out, but none of the times were really good for me. So I still missed it. I should go at some point though. So bad about seeing movies. Thirdly, you are a Scraggle. Big old scraggly guy. Well, I hope so. I know it's getting harder and harder to watch some things nowadays. Unfortunately. Look what happened with Coyote versus Acme. Who knows if we'll ever get to see that. But somebody did destroy the media. Evil, evil people. Focus on this wing first. Ridley always takes the longest to work with because of his big dang feathers. Gosh darn big dang feathers. Eventually we get to see Birdly attacking people too. And he can be scary in his own right. I think he's silly now. He can be scary. No, it's for tax write-off reasons. It's kind of the equivalent of burning your house down in order to get insurance money, but with, like, a movie. You would think that somebody would want to keep the actual movie because you would make money from the sales, but somebody else decided, no, we will make more money with the tax write-off. The whole point of a tax write-off is this thing cost more than it made you money. So therefore you don't have to pay as much tax on it. Like you get a tax write-off for it. Therefore basically if you lost money doing this thing, then that doesn't count towards your taxes and you'll get more back in taxes. I should probably not put... Should I put Lancer here? I want to show him there, but I also don't... Okay. He popped out here. I'll just say so. Whatever. I know I didn't have him in previous ones, but maybe he's watching now. He does not show up much in the ending, because I just don't have space for Lancer. Here's, I guess, a little reminder. Lancer's here. He's not going to be participating in the killing everyone thing, though, so... You don't get much screen time. I don't think any screen time, actually. I'm trying to think if there's a place where I could write him in, but I'm like, I don't know. There's so much stuff happening, it's so busy. There's not much space for poor Lancer. And I guess I put him there as just like small reminder that, hey, he's coming with them. He's just gonna kick back and be like, wow, this sure is death and destruction happening. Neat. I know, but they don't want to do it because it also costs money to keep something on the server. Add land. Bad land. Can't stop here. This is ad country. That is true. It is a bit of a mess. It's not great. Everyone's all excited. Get to new area. Small little Lancer mention. And he goes. I'm so excited for all the death and destruction that's gonna happen. Yay! To Noelle over here. Noelle's definitely gonna get to be scary too. Everybody gets to be scary. Goodbye, Adland. You were not missed. These guys sitting here were not looking forward to you. You're looking forward to destruction time. I need to check again where I am at with my progress, because I've got other parts in progress too, like I think up through part 4, but still lots and lots and lots left to go. So I was going to make a little bit of progress once a week if I can, if I'm able to. Those big shaggy mane. The shaggy beaker. Who is the fluffiest? Probably Noelle. She's pretty fluffy. With I guess either Caddy or Birdly coming in second, depending on how you define fluff. Noelle's problem is she's very fluffy, but she's also very cold. She's icy. So not the most comforting to be against, but it can be nice. At least for Chris's sake. Noelle is the comfiest one to ride upon, and also she tolerates it best. The power of fluffy beasts shines within you. Killer fluffy beasts. The power of the horror terror shines within you. Caddy for allergy attacks. Are you allergic to the void? Eventually I also want to do the meeting Caddy section, but I'd like to see if that pops up in canon first. Because if so, that would be cool. Oh, cat hair. Oh, I got Jockton's like, I'm not allergic. I'm good. I'm almost done with this page, which is good. I'll do Caddy's weird thing. Okay. Leave that as is. We got one more page for this part. No text on it. Very happy Ralsei, though. He's finally getting what he wants to. I don't know. Yeah, Chris is definitely the weird kid. Mostly because I think they're just very quiet. But like, I don't know, Jockington's a funky little jock and Caddy is the goth. Birdley is the annoying smart kid. Timmy has an egg. Timmy is Timmy. You just gotta let Timmy do her thing. They're all weird kids. They're all cool kids. I like drawing Ralsei's big, scary, toothy grin. Extra scurry, spooky. Extra scary, spooky. Okay, let's see. I love that moment with the Birdley statue. She's like, oh, well, well, that's, just in rapid fire succession. Really good timing. Really funny writing. We'll see if the next boss they have to fight is funny like Queen, or if maybe they'll finally be a little bit scarier, more threatening. I feel like they kind of took the edge off of King a little bit in Chapter 2. He's not quite as scary as he was in Chapter 1, where he seemed like a real threat. And then Queen was often just too funny to be really scary. She had just great dialogue. Yeah, Lancer's dad was he was mint scaries. The king was in jail. But also he's like, yeah, my son wouldn't have died if I had thrown it off. He would have bounced like a big bouncy pumpkin. And I'm like, that removes a lot of the threat of the first chapter, where it really did feel like you were going to kill your own son. He gets the royal hamster water bottle. Chris over here. If we finish the lines for this a little early, then I might go through and just at least start a bit on like some of the fills, because that'll be easy to do. Lancer will slowly get more parents until he has just like a giant parent groupage. Every time they go to a new dark world, they bring him back a new parent. They're all dads, regardless of age or gender or relationship. They're just all variations of dads. He's gonna get like 20 dads by the time we're done. I have more dads than all of you. Aha, I win. Girl dads are wild moms. As opposed to domesticated moms, I guess. Who knows? I also hope that Rules gets like even weirder accents as time goes on. Like, what are these accents even supposed to be now? Like I doeth, noteth, knoweth, my dude. Yeah, we already have Chips Ahoyeth, landlubbers. Can you please just stick to one accent? Good grief, I can't imagine trying to translate that into Japanese. That's gotta be a nightmare. Choppy's like, why am I writing him this way? I mean, it's funny, but why? Susie with long, long hair. Gets a collection of the weirdest accents possible. If he did show up in chapter 3, I wonder what his accent would be then. Hope it's like 90s kid tubular or stuff like that. Okay, I think I'll have to stop for one more stretch here. Oh yeah, that's a nice thing. Gotta go get that sun while you can. Get that sun. Alright, I will also be right back. And I'll do one more session. And all that goodness. All that business. hard to do. Some of these stretches involve like sitting down or against the wall and all this kind of stuff, and things to try and stretch out certain muscles that do not get too cramped. That is my problem, is they get all cramped. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, after I do this one, this will be my last session, and I will break for lunch. And I think if I do more of these in the future, this year, I will probably stick with shorter morning ones rather than trying to do the really long afternoon ones, just so I don't push my wrist too hard with a lot all at once. And maybe next year, then we can get back to the afternoon ones. It's like, it feels okay right now, but I'm like, what if I'm hypersensitive to it? I gotta like put all these reminders up to like, don't slouch, sit up straight, put your shoulders back, because the problem is apparently my shoulders and neck. Which is annoying, because it's really easy to, you know, shrimp up when you're in your chair. Everybody does it, and I can't keep doing that. Yeah, at least this particular part has sure one, although it might be nice to also go on to part 2, because I have some character roughs done on that one as well. And you can kind of get a little hint of the next one. But I'd like to stick with, when I'm working on Eldritchrune ending stuff, to do stuff that's kind of easy for me to do, like cleans. Cleans are a lot easier for me to do than the roughs, because the roughs I gotta think about a little more. Well, I'm not sure what's more fun to watch. You would have to tell me. Pull this really tight. Hopefully at least cleans are fun to watch, because I like doing them. They're one of the easiest parts of drawing for me. Alright, be right back for one more stretch. Okie dokie. I'm heading back. As always, thank you for being patient when I do stretches, because I need to do what is best for my wrist. And stretches are necessary. Regular stretches are necessary to keep it in decent shape, goodness knows. Okay, so we got this last image with all the cool characters here. And I'll work out if I want to start with like character lines on a separate part, because I've gotten some character roughs done there, or if we should just start doing a few fills on this. I'm good either way. Let me know what you would like to see. Or if you just don't care. But either way, y'all will be seeing this stuff long before it actually comes out. Because it's not coming out until I have the entire ending done, and also finish all the other scenes I want to do. So, to that end, this is stuff that is probably like, I don't know, years away, or at least a year away from actually being posted. I'm trying to think very long term for this one, for the ending, just so I can, again, make slow but steady progress on it, because if I had to do it all at once, it would just take so long. Having it be able to be done, and then I can just like post it all, would be good. Although, good grief, if I even like spread out posting it, probably gonna take like a month just to post the ending. Good grief. Get ready for all Eldritchrune all the time. Some distant time from now. Mostly I want to also, focus on getting that other color comic done first. It's just long. 14 pages is long for color. Especially since it's going to have kind of some crazy color stuff going on in it. And much more complicated backgrounds than usual. So it may take a bit. My main hope is I can finish it before winter break. That would be good. But we'll see. That might be what we work on next Sunday if I'm able to. All depends on how things go and how wrist is feeling and all that. Verbally, you are the most complicated to draw because of your big old feathers. I gotta take Alfie's out for her lunchtime. When I got her out yesterday after I've been gone all day because of the power outage, she like climbed up on my back. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? She jumped on the back of my neck and was like, I'm gonna stay here. I don't want to leave. She was clinging so tight. Poor baby girl. I don't want to be in the dark. Your neck is warm. I'm gonna lay on that for a while. She needs light even more than I do. And humans need light a lot. A lot of light. Light a lot. Okay. I feel like this foot is wrong, but oh well. Hopefully it's at least close enough. Welcome back. We are in our last session for this drawing stream. And I'm debating if I want to start on doing clean lines for characters in the next section, or if I should just go and do start in on fills for the time I have. Probably just depends on how much time I have, which is probably not a lot. Not a lot. I don't even think I meant to do that with her tail. Oh well, hopefully it works. Weird tail stuff going on with Susie. Wow, Lancer's like, I just want to watch the light show. Oh, I need to put her antlers on there. I forgot. Gotta get her antlers on there. Gotta do it. Just before we start on Noelle. Yeah, distractions happen. As it goes. Ah. Everybody's working for the weekend. Alright. Oh, oops. Forgot that was not the last thing that I copy pasted. This is. Well, that's not Noelle's antlers. What are you doing here, Chris's hair? A little thing like that. Well, it's like, I am the fluffiest beast. But watch out, I'm still scurry. As you'll see soon enough. Fun encounter she has with Undyne early on. Well, not fun for Undyne, but fun regardless. Mostly none of it's fun for the humans. Fluffy! Almost done with this. Oh, we got Chris and Rouse up there too. I keep forgetting. Caddy, your void fur makes no sense sometimes. Or a lot of the time. I do really want to do something with meeting Caddy and Jockington. I do. So many scenes to do, so little time. Okay, let me get to them. But at least I can mark this scene off my list as character lines are done. Yay! It would feel good to have that giant chart slowly fill out. have a question. Did you look at pictures of a pigeon for inspiration and reference? Or even videos of a pigeon? That's good. Reference always helps. I should be using it more often all the time anyway. Well, mostly I'm just referencing all the stuff we have to do for work. All the designs we have and stuff like that. Okay. Not sure how much time we have left. I don't think it's that much. But I think what I will do is I will start doing fills on this instead of going on to the other character stuff. Where is that? I think it's in here. Commands, palettes. There we go. I'm not sure what color the background's going to be. I'll use this. It's my fill for now. We won't be able to get very far with fills, but we can make some progress. And any progress is good progress. Ooh, I need to replace the nib on my pen, I think. This is... feels kind of bad. Feels kind of icky. I don't like bad pen nib feel. Ooh, I can hear it. Let me check and make sure. I know I have more nibs somewhere. I bought like a lot of nibs. Just gotta get around to actually replacing them. Isn't Fleetfoot a Pegasus? Rather than a pigeon? I don't know, is Fleetfoot a pigeon and other gens? It kind of sounds more like a pony name, though. Oh, for the ostrich character. Still, Pegasus, ostrich, two pretty different animals. I guess they both got feathers. Ostrich, griffin, with what mammal? Birdly, your stupid feathers take forever to color around. I know that's entirely my fault, but I'm still gonna yell at him for it. Birdly! I have not really seen G1, so I would not know. Which is weird, because Fleetfoot does sound like a pony name. Unless everything kind of had pony names in G1. And the ponies. I guess I should watch more G1 or G2 or something sometime. But always so much to do, so little time. Yeah, that makes more sense. Pen nib problem. can only draw it with like one edge, and the other edge, it's like, ah, this feels bad. It's like when you try and pet an animal against the fur, and you're like, ugh. And they're like, ugh. It messes it up. So not doing much in the first part, but they'll be doing a lot more in the next parts. Okay. Well, I'll have to look later. If I can get, I'm not sure if it's possible, but if I can get all of the fills done on this page, that'd be cool, but that may or may not be doable. There's a lot of characters. It's the whole dang gang. Dang gang. It's hard to say. What episode was that? Susie Claw! Claw of the Sues. That's what I always call Alfies. I'm like, Alfies, girl of the claw, claw of the girl. I see. Well, why would you wear horseshoes if you were a pony? Usually those are like stamped onto their feet. Or fastened onto them somehow. I don't know. Oh, magical horseshoes. Okay. Hope they are put on with magic too. Because otherwise, that's going to be uncomfy. Probably. Actually, I imagine horseshoes aren't that uncomfortable. Otherwise, I'm sure horses would not tolerate them. Wonder who first figured out, hey, we wear shoes. We should put shoes on our horses too. And how, I don't know, how do they work that out? I guess maybe if horses are running over like flat ground or rocks a lot, it might be bad for their feet. I'm like, well, when we put shoes on the horses, then they'll be fine. Like, again, how do people figure this out? People are crazy. Little teaser heart for the rest. That sounds like that would require a lot of changes. Chris still contemplating. We'll have to do the fountain on a separate layer. Oh, Noelle, you and your big pointy antlers, you're almost as bad as Birdly. I swear, every time I have to do anything with the antlers, I'm like, the antlers, Entirely my fault. I'm so whiny about these silly antlers. And it's like, my dude. My brother and Ralph say, you made the antlers. You have, in fact, been the architect of your own demise. And that's how a lot of art works, I guess. All artists just architects of their own demise. I'll have to draw those more than once. Like, it's fun to do cool designs until you realize, oh, I have to do these again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Ooh. And then they're not so fun. But maybe we can get all of the fills done, at least for this one page. Maybe. If we are quick about it. I think pretty much like all of the scenes before the ending are just going to be complicated because they've all got a lot happening in them. Yeah, it's a little easier to get by with some complicated detailed designs if the character is going to be in 3D, because then you can just model those once and or texture those in once, and then you're good to go, instead of having to draw it all the time. Yoink. Work on Caddy. And Jockington. Now your little sharp bits. Really would like to finish all the fills for just one page. Just the one. Also, I can't overwork my wrist. Very important. Okay. This is like one big, okay, great. Look at all this. Look at all this nonsense. One big intro part. Okay. Actually, no. I think all that's going to go around the outside. This will be fun to do shading for later. Whee! And by that I mean You can do whatever you want when it comes to art. It is up to you. Especially if it's just a hobby stuff. Then in that case, like, you don't have to do it for work reasons. You can just do it whatever you want. Right, yeah, we'll try and finish this off. And then we'll be done for the day. And a nice, short little morning stream. Again, whatever you want to do is what you can do. It's just for fun. No need to make it more complicated unless you think it would be more fun complicated. Which is possible. But not necessary. Whew. And I can't believe I was like, you know, maybe when ending I was write a bunch of this out. And I'm like, okay, no, I guess I'll just draw all of it. Because I'm a foolish fool. But I like storytelling through visuals. What I don't like is working on these dumb antlers. And yet, here we are. Wrist is going. The wrist is hanging in there. I'm sure the physiotherapist would be like, you need to push it a little bit anyway, so that's what I'm trying to do. I just don't want to tumble backwards like I did last time, which was not fun. So much stuff to do. I don't want to do a big backslide. So here's hoping. Try and make sure to like keep my shoulders open. Apparently a big one. Whoa. Again, if you like writing it, then that's all that matters. That's the important part. Soon I will be free from antler hell. Maybe. I think we're going to have Noel's antlers break at some point. I'll have to remember what the breaks are. Them's the breaks. Don't you love it when you have so many ideas and never enough time to execute on them? Ain't that always the way? There's Chris back with more air floof. Slightly faster floof. Oh, I have to get to Bertley's feathers too. Ah! Ah! Bertley, your feathers! Please! Some of them are hiding behind Chris's hair. Never makes the feathers a little bit easier. Still feels mostly okay. Let's go take care of the Birdley offshoot. all those little pokey bits. All pokey feathering out. Yeah, once the fills on this page are finished, we will call it a day. Since I gotta get lunch and do some other things. And make sure I stretch. I see. Le gasp. Thirdly, I will conquer your stupid feathers. They will be conquered. I really hope we get some kind of more world building in terms of like how monsters and humans interact in Deltarune, since we have a fairly good idea of it, at least somewhat, in Undertale. But in Deltarune, it's like, yeah, they're around. Not in this town. Why? This Toriel has a giant-sized pet shampoo for her fur. I hope they give us the lore in the library. But they're hiding there. I know they're hiding the lore in the library. That big bird is blocking it. On purpose. I love to read the books, especially on this part of the shelf where you can't reach. Neater, neater, neater. Maybe. Alright, we're almost done. Gotta deal with Susie's long hair now. Must be fun to shave later. Yeah. Incorrect. This monster kid. Down here in the corner. Don't look at me. Oh, we're almost done. And once that's done, we will be finished for the day. And we'll have gotten quite a bit done, which is yay! Alrighty. Hopefully I got the whole thing in there. We'll test it out with the powers of selection tool. That looks okay so far. Which is good. Grab Chris over here. And we'll do the fill. And that'll be it. Alright, yay, that looks pretty clean. I think we got everything for that. Huzzah and hooray. Alright, yay! That is that. That means it is now time to call it a day for this stream. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Yep, gotta do university stuff. That's all very important. But yeah, it was so nice to do an art stream again. I miss these, and I hope I can do more in the future. I'm still trying to take them carefully, just because I don't want to upset my wrist too much. I can feel it like a little bit of a strain with this much work, but it's doing mostly okay, so hopefully I can keep that up. If I do this again, I probably will do another morning stream, since those are a little bit shorter than the afternoon ones. But maybe I'll be able to next Sunday. Yeah. So I'm going to try and do, if I do another one, it'll be another morning one, and maybe we'll be working on the color comic. I'm going to make progress with that. But it's nice to be able to make progress with Eldritchrune 2. Slow but steady, I will poke away at my giant table of progress. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to this stream and for chatting with me. I hope to do more of these in the future. I really do miss doing them, and they're fun. And I'd like to do, especially if my wrist finally feels all the way better, maybe I can do more, stuff with channel points and whatever. I still really need to do that. But yeah, I should do more Outer Wilds on Friday. But in the meanwhile, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and wonderful week. And I will see you all next time. Alrighty. See you later. I'm waving bye-bye.